can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. So for my name, I am Qiu Jiashen, and I'm also now studying in the course of I'm taking statistics at University of Malaya, and now I'm currently staying at Residential College 12. And besides, for my hometown, I'm from Penang. Yeah.
Okay. So, have you heard about organ donation?
Yes, I heard about organ donation. Yes.
What's your opinion about that?
For me, that organ donation is really a very good event that can help to save a lot of life, and also that for me, I think that organ donation is also a sort of event that can help our societies. For example, like the sick people. Yeah.
So, which means that you support this campaign, is it?
Yeah, I totally support organ donation campaign.
Means that you don't deny the importance of this of organ donation currently.
For me, I'm not really into the organ donation event, but I've been doing in my secondary school. There's a organ donation campaign has been come to my school, and during that time I heard and getting some information about what is the organ donation and how it can be helping individuals. Something like that.
So, are you an organ donor?
Now I'm not an organ donor.
Do you have the desire to register as an organ donor?
For me, to be honest, I am not so into the organ donation campaign. Yeah.
So, right now you still don't have the desire. It means that you don't want to become an organ donor. Can I know what's the reason?
To be honest, I'm also not so sure why I don't want to become an organ donation person, but maybe I'm still not sure. I'm not confident about it. But maybe in future, if I get to know more about the things related to organ donation, or maybe some events happens, maybe I will participate in the organ donation.
So, do you think that the public and the government should encourage this kind of campaign?
Yeah, for me, I think that it's really to be encouraged because, for example, that there will really every day there will be accident happening in our daily life, and with the organ donation campaign, it can help us to collect some useful organ parts that maybe can help the patients during the operations in order for them to prolong their life. Yeah.
So, do you think that it's possible to include the organ donation part in our syllabus when we are in maybe primary school or secondary school or maybe university?
For me, I think that the organ donation campaign can be provided in maybe not in primary school because many children will be like maybe they are not mature enough. They might be scared of like why they need to suddenly donate their organ out for other people. But maybe in secondary school, I think that it's a very good campaign that can give awareness towards the public and also the students. Something like about the knowledge and the purpose of having an organ donation.
So, do you think that the consciousness of awareness of public towards organ donation is high enough nowadays?
To be honest, I think that it's really quite low for now.
Still low.
Yeah, very low.
Because
I think that for now, that the organ donation, maybe the organ that have in the hospital might not be enough to help the patient. Like something like the supply is not sufficient for the people that need it.
the demand is quite high, but supply is low, right?
Yeah. Demand is quite high and supply is quite low.
So, do you have friends who has already registered as an organ donor?
Yeah, I have friends already registered as an organ donor.
So what about your parents? If one day you want to become an organ donor, do you think that your parents will encourage you or will support you to do that?
For me, I think that if I think that I want to be an organ donor, it really depends on me, myself. myself and not the others. But before I register myself as an organ donor, I will also be seeking advice from my parents in terms of respect.
We almost comes to the end. So, do you have anything else to talk to the others?
I think that for me, currently I am not, to be honest, I'm not so ready for the organ donation. But maybe in the future I get to know more about it, or maybe I have been experienced through some plans. Maybe I will be registered as an organ donor. So I hope that this organ donors campaign can also be carrying out in a more larger scale.
Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Tan Jahi and I'm from Kuala Kangsar.
Okay, so have you heard about organ donation?
Yes, I've heard of organ donation long ago.
Okay, so what's your opinion about that?
For me, I think that organ donation is actually an act where people can, how do I put it? It's actually people would be afraid of doing because most people would want to have their body perfect after they have passed away. But I think that organ donation is actually not a bad thing to do because, for me, because I think that since we are already there, I think that we should also contribute to others so that others could survive, and it's also good for us since we are doing good to others.
So which means that you support this act, is it?
Yes, I would say that I do support this.
So are you an organ donor now?
Not yet. I'm not an organ donor yet.
So do you have the desire to become an organ donor?
I did think about it, but if I could choose, yes, I would like to be on.
So do you know how to become an organ donor? How to register as an organ donor?
Fortunately, I do not have any idea.
Okay, so actually, if you want to become an organ donor, you just go and fill in a form and get an organ donor card and actually settle the thing settled already. So, what's your family's opinion about that?
I've never had this discussion with my family before, but I think that they would be pleased too if I would wanted to be an organ donor.
So, if you want to become an organ donor, so do you think that your parents or your relatives will support this decision?
For me, I think that because this is a decision I make for myself, so that I would also hope that they will support. So maybe I'll try my best to pursue them the benefits of donating organ.
Okay. So, do you think that the awareness of public towards this issue is high enough nowadays?
I think that most people are aware about this organ donating, but then I think that most people are afraid of, don't want to do this because they think that they should be in perfect shape even though they passed away or something others like that. But I do think that the public should support this campaign because since they can help a lot of people with dangers and some that could not find any organs, so I think that the public should take this as a positive thing.
Okay. So, do you think that the government should encourage this kind of event?
Yes, I sure think that the government should promote event like this.
So, do you think that it's possible if we include the organ donation in the syllabus of our education, like in primary school or in secondary school?
I think that yes, they should put this because children nowadays they have to know better about this, so that in future they would know what's the right thing to do, and maybe they could use it to help others especially when their families or friends or relatives are in the kind of position.
Will you feel like it will become like compulsory for them to do that, like forcing them to do that if we put it inside our syllabus?
No, I think that organ donation is something that people are willing to do from the bottom of their heart, because by forcing them, it wouldn't be a good thing either, because at the end of the day they are be willing to do that. So I think that donating organ should be one's will, and they are willing to do.
Should become a volunteer act.
Yes, a volunteer.
But will you think like if the organ donation is included inside the syllabus, then maybe the parents of the students will think that the government are forcing the student to become an organ donor.
For me, I don't think I don't see it as this way, because I think that people should have more aware about things that are able to help others, and I think that is something good if people don't take it as a bad thing.
Yeah. So if you do know that there are two types of organ donation, which is living donation and after death donation.
Yes, I've heard of that.
So if your relative or your parents or someone close to you need an organ, so are you willing to donate your organ to them before death?
I would do that.
You will do that?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have anything else to talk to the others for them to support this event?
I think that organ donation is actually quite a good thing, and people should be aware of that, since many people in all of the world needs our help. I think we should do our part to help others.
Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. I'm Wan Yu Jinq from KK8. I'm currently studying statistics in University of Malaya.
Okay, so have you heard about organ donation?
Yeah, of course. I heard about the organ donation before.
So, what do you think about organ donation?
I think organ donation, as I would say, based on the word, is the donation of organ.
Donation of organs. So, why should we donate the organ to the others?
By donating the organ, we can save more lives. Like someone needs the liver, needs the kidney lah, because of kidney failure, he need the kidney desperately. So if there is a organ donor waiting to donate his kidney to the patient, then the patient can be saved.
So personally, do you think that it's good or it's bad? It's a correct thing to do or incorrect thing to do?
Based on my opinion, I think it is the righteous way to do it as a human being.
So, are you an organ donor now?
Sorry, I'm not an organ donor currently.
So, do you have the desire to become an organ donor?
I definitely have a desire to become an organ donor, because as I said before, it can save many lives.
So, do you know how to register as an organ donor?
Since I am not organ donor yet, so I also don't know how to register to become an organ donor.
Which means that once you know how to register as an organ donor, then you definitely will go for the registration.
According to that, maybe I have to consider first.
What's the thing that you have to consider, like your parents or?
Because I have no knowledge about how the organ donation works. Is it I donate my organ after I did or before I did?
Okay, just for information, organ donation can be carried out after that or before that. But the organs that you can donate after that definitely will be more. More organs can be donated, but before that, then only certain organs can be donated.
Such as?
Before that,
Yes.
such as your kidney or liver.
Okay.
So, if you want to become an organ donor, right? So, what will your parents think?
I think my parents will not think as much as I do because I already an adult. I can do whatever I want.
Which means
I can decide on my own.
is that your parents in encouraging you or discouraging you? They just leave you, they give you a choice to choose whether want to become an organ donor or not.
They never mention about it, but I think they are okay with that.
So do you have friends which have already registered as an organ donor?
For my information, I don't think so. I don't have any friend that has registered as an organ donor.
So do you think that the consciousness of public about the importance of organ donation is high enough nowadays?
I don't think so, because before that I read a newspaper before. It mentioned that only low percentage of Malaysians are registered as an organ donor. So I don't think so. The consciousness is not that high.
You think the government should encourage more in this field?
Absolutely, they have to encourage the they have to encourage the organ donation to the public.
So, do you think that is it possible to include the part of organ donation in the syllabus in our education?
Yes, I agree with it because when you put inside the education, you can educate them and expose them to more the knowledge about the organ donation. What is the benefit? How it works? Yes.
But will you think that it's maybe like you are forcing them to do that? Or it's just you include it in your syllabus and you just give them choice whether want to become an organ donor or not?
This is just education. Education is the education is there. You want to study or what? It depends on you, in my opinion.
So you still think that it's a volunteer act?
A voluntary act.
So at last, do you have anything else to say to talk about the organ donation, or you want to do anything else you want to express?
So by participating in this interview, I intend to become an organ donor. Since become an organ donor can save more lives and helps the public.
Okay, so that's all from us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Sinjit. I'm taking statistics course and I'm come from Kedah. Now I'm staying in PTA.
Okay. So have you heard about organ donation?
Yes, of course.
So, what's your opinion about organ donation?
My opinion about organ donation, it is quite a good event. Then it might help a lot of people.
So, personally, you support this campaign, is it?
Personally, I support others to join this campaign.
But you are not going to join this campaign.
Until now, I'm not going to join this campaign.
Means that you still haven't registered as an organ donor.
Yeah, I haven't registered yet.
So, do you have the intention to register as an organ donor in the future?
In the future, maybe, but for now, I don't have this intention yet.
Can I know what's the reason for you not joining this campaign?
Because I have the doubt for the credibility in the hospital. Like, if example I'm in the serious car accident, then I was sent to the ICU. Then in that condition, the doctor will take the decision that he want to continue to save me or leave me like that. But if I am the organ donor, if I've joined this campaign, then maybe the doctor will just let me go to die.
So means
Because he
that
can take my organ.
means that you think that the doctor will just leave you like that just because you are an organ donor. So he wants to save more people instead of saving you.
Not
only.
say save more people. Maybe it's one of the reasons, but maybe that he wants my organ to save someone VIP, some VIP, like very powerful person.
So now maybe I have to explain something to you because this is one of the
Stereotype.
wrong thinking of organ donation for public. So means that not only you think like that, but a lot of people think like that. So actually, if you are in emergency, right, the doctor will not care about that you are an organ donor or not because he don't even know. So usually they only will know about that after your death. So after that they know that you're an organ donor. So actually it's not really a problem. I mean that many people are having the same thought like you, but I think that actually it's not a really big problem also.
Okay, then maybe I have to change my mind.
But actually, so do you think that what do you think that the government can do to support this campaign, or do you think that government should encourage this campaign?
Yeah, of course. I think the government should encourage this campaign. For example, in the educations, in secondary school, in calculations, something like that, to tell the teenage that we have something called organ donations, then this is good for the public.
Means that you think that it should be included in our syllabus?
Yes. Yes, it should
Means
be.
that they're going to teach us the benefit of
The benefit of organ donation.
during moral, civic, something like that.
Yeah.
But would you feel like it's like some kind of becomes compulsory for a person to become an organ donor if the thing
Not
is
really.
inside the syllabus?
Not really. It is something like we encourage you, but you're not compulsory to be like we have also told that you need to be a very moral person since we are small until now. But is that everyone should be a very moral person? Not really, right?
So, since you think that this campaign, this act is correct, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's correct. It's correct. Okay. So, if because you know what, organ donation is not necessarily only can be carried out after that. It can be carried out before that also.
Like example, the liver.
Kidney, something like that. So, if your parents or your relative or someone close to you need your organ to survive, so are you willing to donate your organ to them?
Yeah, sure.
So you will.
Yeah, I will. If that is my parents, I will.
What's your parents' opinion about organ donation?
Open. They are already been one of the organ donors.
They have registered.
They have
as an
already
organ.
registered.
So what about your friends?
My friends I don't know because we are rarely talk about this.
So do you think that public consciousness about organ donation is high enough in nowadays?
I think it's quite high because we can always see all of this campaign all around.
Okay, a lot of people know
Yeah,
this.
we are knowing this, but just we have the worries about it is good for us to be the organ donor.
So at last, I would like to ask you, do you have anything else to talk to the others about organ donation?
Firstly is, I think if what he said is correct, like the doctor will not know that you are the organ donators or not before you dead, then I think this stereotype should be destroyed completely, and this stereotype should be explained in every campaign to let more people know that this is wrong. Then it also encouraged me to be the organ donators in the future.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, good morning, viewer. My name is Shirley Chancheni and I'm 19 years old. I come from Bidor Perak, a small town in Bidor. And currently I'm taking the statistics subject in the University Malaya. I'm the freshie, of course, and I'm staying at the 8th Residential College.
So have you heard about organ donation?
Yeah, I've heard about organ donation.
So what's your opinion about that?
My opinion about organ donation is it is a campaign or event that has been proposed by the community so that it gives the benefit to the people that really need about the organ when the emergency time comes.
So what's your impression about that? Do you think it's good or it's bad?
I think it's really a good activity. That
Why?
why? Because you know, when people really need organs, there will be a supply of the organ to that people instead of waiting and then they're and hopeless about what they are going to face.
So, which means you really support organ donation, is it?
Yeah, of course, I really support it.
So, do you have the desire, or are you an organ donor now?
Currently, I'm not an organ donor yet.
But do you have the desire to become an organ donor?
I'm still thinking about that because first of all, I need the permissions from my parents first, and then after my parents give the permission to me, then I'll consider to be an organ donor.
Which means that you really think about that, you want to become an organ donor, is it?
Sorry, what?
Means that you really want to become an organ donor, just you have to get the permission from your parents first.
Yeah. I need to have the permission from my parents first.
So do you think that organ donation is actually one of the most righteous act that a human can do in their whole entire life?
Most what?
Most righteous act.
Righteous? What
Is
do you
that,
mean by
the-
righteous?
The most correct one.
The most correct
Yeah,
way?
correct way for and a human can do in their whole entire life. Means that one of the most correct thing a human can do in their whole entire life.
I think so. I think yeah, it is the most correct way.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I just.
Oh, you're just asking.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
just asking.
sure.
Okay, so do you know how to become an organ donor?
I think they have something like the paper and then to register and then you become the organ donor and then like that.
Okay, so actually, if you want to become an organ donor, you just have
Yeah.
to fill in the forms
Yeah.
and you'll get a card.
Okay. Yeah,
Organ
sure.
donor card.
Yeah.
So do you have friends which have already registered as an organ donor?
I don't know. Maybe they have, but I didn't approach to them and ask them.
So just now we talk about parents, right?
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
your parents you have to get your parents' permission first.
Yes.
So what's your parents' opinion about organ donation actually?
Well, maybe I think they somehow will feel very afraid of it and very scared of me because they love me. So maybe at first they were reluctant to give me the permission, but I will try to explain the benefit of it, and I guess finally they will just give me the permission.
So actually, right, because if after you register as an organ donor, you still have the chance to think about that. Would you like to donate organ? So in the time when you can donate your organs, so we will do that.
When you can or you can't?
You can.
You can?
You can. So will you do that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we will we will donate our organ after we die, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you won't feel afraid about that, is it?
No.
Will you have the feeling like once I have become an organ donor,
Yeah.
so when the doctor realized that I'm an organ donor, so maybe he won't be that desperate to save me. Will you have that kind of thinking?
That's what.
It's like if the doctor realized that you are an organ
Organ
donor,
donor?
so maybe he won't be that wholehearted to save you because he wants you to donate your organ. Will you have that kind of feeling?
No. How can we a doctor have that thinking? If the doctor have that thinking, I think the doctor is not professional at all, and it's considered about the issue of morality as well. I don't have the thinking about that because I believe that all doctors are a really good doctor.
Okay. So because you know what, organ donation, right? It's not actually only can be carried out after that. It can
Okay.
still be carried out before that also.
How?
It's like you can donate one of your kidney, you can donate part of your liver.
And then we still survive?
Yeah, you still survive.
Okay.
Okay. So
My
so
God.
if your family members
Yeah.
are having like some disease related to their liver, related to their kidney, so are you willing to donate your organ to them when you are still living?
If it's regarding to my parents or my family, I think I would donate for sure because they are the person that I love.
Okay, so do you think that the government should encourage this campaign?
Yeah, the government should encourage this.
Do you think that it should be included in our education?
What?
Do you think it should be included in our education?
What does that mean? How
Means
to
that,
include
means that
it?
maybe during pendidikan moral, civic, then they will include it in the syllabus, like telling us the benefit of becoming an organ donor of this campaign.
I think somehow some of the parents will not support when we put the organ donation to our syllabus because they're scared this event will just take away their children in their thinking.
So you think that it should be a volunteer act but not compulsory?
Yeah. I think so because humans have the right whether they want or they don't want. It's their right.
Okay. So at last, can you please talk about something to the others about your encourage them to become an organ donor? Because since you say you want to become an organ donor, right? So can you encourage the others? Say something to encourage the others to become an organ donor.
Well, after I entered University Maya, actually I have joined one event which is the Jogathon. The Jogathon event is actually the theme is to encourage you to become the organ donor. And after the event, I realized that it really gives impact to all of the participants because we learn we have the one card. It actually have the organ between organ. We need that organ, so we just exchange. We want to find the people that have that organ. Like I have the liver, you have the lung. I need lung, so I need to find hey. But if I don't find any person that take the lung, then I will die. So actually, give me the significance of being the organ donor. So additional that, I think it's very important to become an organ donor because once you join that, you can help to save a lot of people for sure. Yeah. So just join. It's okay. Don't be afraid. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.